Did anyone in the last episode notice that we got a royal rare Thunder Dragon Colossus? This thing looks amazing! Dropping this on the board every time so far has been great. Welcome back everybody to Master Duel free-to-play Thunder Dragons, where we attempt to take the best deck of the format and climb the ladder up to the highest echelons of Platinum to show dominance over the rest of the duelist world. Now, in the last episode, we started our deck off on a decent foot, managed to go 3-0 and climb our way up to Bronze, which is, you know, a stepping stone. And now all we have to do is stick to the plan. The plan? Climbing the ranks. So in between the last episode and this one, I did go ahead and do a lot of the solo stuff behind the scenes, which got us even more gems to toy with. Generally speaking, finishing most of the solo campaigns will net you maybe another 10,000 or so gems, given that you also get achievements for logging in daily and yada yada yada. With these gems, we went ahead and bought a bunch of packs that we technically don't need in an attempt to pull more URs and SRs that we could use for crafting. We also decided to splurge ourselves on the bundle deals currently going on in order to do so, because they give us a guaranteed Lightning Storm and a guaranteed Solemn Judgment. Both of these cards are incredibly good in case we notice that the metagame we're going up against is really heavy on back row or really heavy on strong negation effects that we need to deal with if we're going first. They are super value for gems right now, so if you haven't bought all three of the bundles yet, I highly suggest that you do. With the bundle purchased, cards broken and disenchanted, this is the deck we're going to be ending up playing this week. A lot of improvements were made, now finally having a Link 1 to use with our Dragon Matrix, also now including Axis Code Talker and Verti Anaconda as potential finishers. Now that our deck is looking mighty fine and most things seems to have fallen into place, we can use some of our gems to splurge just a little bit to redesign our duel field. Master Duel has quite a few customization options currently, and I decided, you know what, if we're going to make the climb, we're going to look the part. So we bought ourselves a duel field, a protector, and a new mate that will join us in our duels. Introducing you to the closest thing we can get to a dragon, Cyber Dragon Infinity. Yeah, there's no Thunder Dragon right now, so Cyber Dragon Infinity will have to do. If you guys want to give him a name, do give me suggestions in the comment below, and we'll just call him whatever name gets the most likes, I suppose. With all the customization out of the way, I say we're ready to take on some opponents for this week. Let's head into the duels, shall we? So, starting our first duel of this week, our starting hand is not that great. Opening Thunder Dragon is always a good sign, but not having anything to use Thunder Dragon off of is never nice to see. We drew 0 normal summons this time around, so all we have to do is simply dump 3 Thunder Dragons into our graveyard, setting a Twin Twister, and really hoping for the best. Our turn 3 can potentially be good with the help of our Levianeer, but not much more than that. Our opponent then summons Vision Hero Vion and attempts to start the Elemental Hero combo, to which we meet it with an Ash Blossom in pure rage. This will be enough to actually stop our opponent as he only sets 1 and goes to end phase, where we flip the Twin Twister, pitching the Dragon Dark to destroy a Solemn Judgment. That could have been bad for us, but luckily we top deck the best boy himself, Aloof Lupine. We're going to use Lupine's effect to banish the Thunder Dragon from our hand, as well as a Dragon Dark, which will summon a Matrix from the deck. Matrix will then be linked up for the first time, first of many, to Link Karibo. This way we can send Matrix to the graveyard to help us search another Matrix. Now that we have 2 monsters on the board, we can go ahead and drop our Levianeer. This will banish the Dragon Dark in our graveyard, as well as trigger the Levianeer to protect its effect from Ash. On resolution, we will use Levianeer's effect to pop the Vion, and Dragon Dark's effect to search out Thunder Dragon Fusion. At this point, we're going to activate the Thunder Dragon Fusion, doing the usual, going for Dragon Dark, Thunder Dragon, and Thunder Dragon, to create the boy himself, Titan. With Titan now on the board, we are going to link off the Levianeer and Link Karibo, because remember, Levianeer cannot attack this turn, in order to make, for the first time of many, Predaplant Verti Anaconda. We're going to activate Verti Anaconda, paying 2,000 to send Thunder Dragon Fusion, which is going to throw back 3 of our Thunder Dragons yet again to create our second Titan. This is the main reason we play 2 Thunder Dragon Fusions in the deck, because being able to OTK in this absolute shenanigans of a way is amazing. We go to the battle phase, we punch with everything, and Aloof Lupine gets the honor of ending this hero player's life as we take our first win of the week. For the second duel of this week, we are once again going first, and our starting hand this time around is a little bit better, albeit not by much. We're going to go ahead and use Thunder Dragon to search 2 Thunder Dragons this time, because we did get both Thunder Dragon and Chaos Space. We're going to search the Black Dragon Collapse Serpent here, using its effect when banishing a Thunder Dragon, then activating our Gold Sarcophagus, getting the Dragon Dark out of the deck and into the Banish Zone. This is going to summon Dragon Matrix, which we're again going to use to summon Colossus. Haha, I got you. You thought Link Karibo? No! We're going for Colossus. This is going to search us another Dragon Matrix, because unfortunately we have no way in this current shape to go into what we need. We're going to use both our Dragon Matrix and our Black Dragon Collapse Serpent for an IP Masquerena, and our main goal is to set up Colossus and leave 4 targets on the board so that we can link off into a 4 if we need to. We get the White Dragon Collapse Serpent here, which is special summoned by getting rid of Black Dragon, using the Chaos Space with Black Dragon to draw a card, which draws us into Aloof Lupine, which opens up a lot of possibilities for our next turn. For this turn, we're simply hoping that Colossus and IP will have to do. Then we notice we're playing up against Frightfur. We are going to chain the Max C in hand here when we see the Frightfur Factory, which is a really good way for them to generate fusion monsters. They set a scale of 8, set 1 card, set 1 monster, and pass, which is simply not good enough to deal with us. As the turn is changed back over to us once again, we go to draw phase and draw ourselves a Twin Twister, which we are going to fire off immediately. We do so by pitching the Dragon Dark once again, getting rid of both the back rows, which turned out to be nothing useful as we normal summon Aloof Lupine. This is going to send another Dragon Dark to the Banish Zone to search us Thunder Dragon Fusion, which we are immediately going to activate. We shuffle back Matrix, Thunder Dragon, and Thunder Dragon in order to future summon our Thunder Dragon Titan. With Titan on the board, we now have enough materials to start doing some shenanigans. We're going to go for a Nightmare Phoenix here, although we are not using its effect. We're simply doing this so we can link summon for the first time in this series' history Access Code Talker. With Access Code Talker now on the board, his effect will activate, giving him another 2,000 attack points, and we can activate his effect to pop whatever monster was face down, which turns out to be Sabers. This is simply not enough to block out our Thunder Dragon Onslaught, and we will take the second game of the week without a sweat. So for the third game of today, we are once again going first and starting with Aloof Lupine and Chaos Creator, which, if you didn't know, for some reason Chaos Creator is a Thunder type, meaning we can actually banish it off of Lupine to start our Thunder Dragon shenanigans. We do so banishing a Roar in order to get ourselves the Matrix, which makes us a Linkaribo, searching us another Matrix. Unfortunately, we're kind of stuck on this board, so we have to go for the Chaos Valkyria here, going for a Link 2 of IP Masquerena. Then we're going to have to Monster Reborn another target, so we can at the very least end with 4 targets on the board, which is essentially the best thing we can do in a hand that doesn't open as we want it to. But this should be enough to stop our opponent as we pass turn with 4 materials total on board as they activate Lightning Storm. At this point, we are forced to use the IP Masquerena activation, and we will do so and summon for the first time in the series history, which is happening a lot today, Apollousa, Bow of the Goddess. With this, we now have 3 negates on the board, and Lightning Storm will fizzle to do anything as our opponent normal summons Rescue Cat. Going for the Apollousa here was definitely the correct call, as we're now able to negate the Rescue Cat, thinking that this is probably a Tri-Brigade list. In doing so, our opponent will simply pass their turn, being unable to do anything, and for turn, we will draw a Gold Sark. That's probably the best card in our entire deck that we could draw here, whereas we're now able to banish another Dragon Roar, which will special summon us another Thunder Dragon. However, this is going to be Ash Blossom, to which we have to activate another negation of our Apollousa. At this point, we only have 1 negation left, and we're hoping that that's going to pull us through, because Tri-Brigades are generally a hard deck to play around. Their Shureg is scary. We do bring out the Dragon Hawk this time around, because now we have enough targets in our banished, so we can activate Thunder Dragon Fusion. We will do just this, and bring out Titan. With Titan now on the board, we have to activate a Thunder Dragon monster's or a Thunder monster's effect in our hand, so we're able to go into Colossus using our Hawk. Unfortunately, we lose our interaction on our opponent's turn doing this, but setting up Colossus against Tri-Brigade seems like the much better thing to do. We bash our opponent down to 900 life points, now having 1 negate and Colossus on board. Our opponent then takes a look at their cards and scoops them up. And that brings us to the end of today's episode. Now, I did in fact record one more duel for this episode, but... yeah, it was basically over before it even began, but that duel did rank us up to silver. And just like that, we are on a hot streak, 7-0 going into episode 3, but as you all know, it's just going to get more difficult from here. For now though, I'd like to thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this content, do remember to leave a comment down below answering the question, if you could become a Yu-Gi-Oh card, which one would it be? In my case, I think it'd have to be the Dark Magician. He is the ultimate wizard in terms of attack and defense, after all. Stay tuned for next week, as we're climbing into the higher echelons of the rank ladder. One thing has become clear to us: the rogue tier doesn't stand a chance.